Found out dad was harassing mom to add his affair child to our college fund. We're taking him to court. Hello Reddit, talkative here. My name's Jaden. I'm 20 years old. And last year, my family got torn apart in the most brutal way. But now, after everything, my mom, my siblings and I are finally standing up for what's ours, even if it means taking my father to court. It started with a confession. My dad, Martin, dropped a bombshell during a family dinner. Out of nowhere, he revealed that over a decade ago, he had an affair. And that affair resulted in a child, someone none of us had ever heard about. A 14-year-old boy named Tyler. We were stunned. My mom, Elaine, had suspected something years ago but never had proof. She gave him an ultimatum back then. Cut contact with the mistress or lose your family. He claimed to have ended it. Apparently, the woman moved out of state, and we thought that chapter was over. Until now. Now she was back. With a son, and not just any son. His son, Tyler. My dad decided he suddenly wanted to be a real father to Tyler. But here's the thing. He didn't care how it affected the rest of us. No warning, no apology. Just, boom. Hey kids, meet your half-brother. Just like that. My mom filed for divorce the next day. My siblings, Lena, 17, and Max, 19. And I backed her 100%. We were done. Done with the betrayal, the lies, and the selfishness. We thought that would be the end of it, but oh, were we wrong. See, years ago, my maternal grandparents set up a college fund for us. Me, Max, and Lena. Half of it came from my parents' contributions. And the other half from my grandparents. It's not just tuition money. It's security, a future. The account stayed under my mom's control after the divorce. And as far as we know, my dad stopped contributing once the ink was dry. Fast forward to last month. My dad started harassing my mom. Texts, calls, even emails to mutual friends, demanding that she add Tyler to the college fund. His logic? He's my son too. He deserves the same chances. What? Tyler wasn't even born when the fund was created. He wasn't part of the agreement, and let's be real, this man didn't even know the boy existed until a year ago. But now, he's trying to rewrite the past like Tyler was always part of the picture. My mom told him no, firmly, so he went nuclear. He began dragging her name through the mud, online, in DMS to mutual friends, even trying to guilt-trip me, said I was being cold-hearted for not wanting to open my heart to Tyler. He said, and I quote, "You and Max got full-ride scholarships. You don't even need that college fund. So we should divide it between Tyler and Lena instead." He had the nerve to say this while never once offering to pay us back for the years of support, effort, and love we gave him as a family. And when that didn't work, he tried to withdraw his portion of the money, suggesting he'd split it fairly and put the rest back. Let me make one thing crystal clear. This isn't just about money. It's about respect, about trust, about not rewarding betrayal. What's worse, his side of the family, some aunts, cousins, even his mistress, are backing him up. They're calling my mom a monster for punishing an innocent child. I don't hate Tyler. I really don't. He didn't ask for this. But I'm not going to lie and say I see him as family. Right now, every connection to him goes through our father. And that man, he's no father to us anymore. My mom has already spoken to a lawyer. Legally, he has no right to the fund. Not a dime. We're exploring a restraining order too, although she's hesitant. Mostly because Lena, my younger sister, still has court-mandated visitations with him. She doesn't want to put her through a messy legal battle, yet. Max and I have started alternating weekends to be at home. Not just for support, but for protection. We won't let our mom or Lena face this alone. As for my grandparents, we've kept them out of the loop. My grandfather had a heart attack last year after finding out about the affair and Tyler. He's recovering now, and we're not going to risk his health over this, so where does that leave us? We're not giving in. We're not dividing our future to make up for my dad's past. He made his choices. He doesn't get to rewrite the rules now just because he feels guilty. Maybe someday when emotions settle, I might get to know Tyler, maybe. But for now, my family is me, Max, Lena, and my mom. That's it. No revisions. And we'll fight to protect that. For as long as it takes. It's been 3 weeks since my dad tried to pull the ultimate guilt trip power move, and he really thought he was going to win. Turns out, he wasn't ready for how much we'd fight back. After our lawyer confirmed that my dad had zero legal claim to the college fund, things got uglier. He filed a motion in court anyway, trying to argue that since half the money came from him during the marriage, he had the right to decide who benefits from it. He framed it as, "I'm just advocating for all my children." Bulletin. This wasn't about fairness, it was about ego, about control, about him trying to force his new son into the life he blew up. In court, my mom was a rock. Calm, professional. She showed documentation, bank statements, legal agreements, the original fund structure set by my grandparents. The fund wasn't marital property. It was legally designated for me, Max, and Lena, and it was in her name, not his. His argument crumbled. The judge didn't even entertain it for long. Case dismissed. But instead of backing off, he lashed out again, posting on social media about how the system is biased against fathers, how he was just trying to do the right thing, and how we were all turning our backs on an innocent child. He even posted an old photo of me and Max as kids, captioning it, "I raised these boys with love, but now they won't let me do the same for Tyler." That crossed a line. He wasn't just being manipulative anymore. He was turning into a public narcissist, weaponizing fatherhood for clout. Even worse, people from his side, some of whom I barely know, started messaging me, guilt-tripping, demanding we do what's right for Tyler. Meanwhile, poor Tyler, he's just a kid caught in the crossfire, and it made me wonder, what kind of man uses a child as a tool to hurt the rest of his family? I'll never forget the night Lena broke down. She came into my room crying, said she was scared to go to her next visitation with him. What if he starts talking about Tyler again? What if he brings him? I don't want to be part of his new life, we told our mom. That was the final push she needed. She's filing for a modification of the visitation order. We're including evidence of harassment, emotional manipulation, and the social media posts. We're done playing nice. Max and I are also thinking about pursuing no-contact orders of our own. At first, it felt extreme, but this isn't just a bad breakup. It's trauma, ongoing, escalating, and toxic. Where we stand. Now the college fund is protected. The court shut his motion down. We're working to restrict his access. And our family? We're healing. Together. I still don't hate Tyler. I don't want to be cruel. Maybe one day, if he reaches out on his own, without his mom or our dad involved, I'll be open to talking. But not now. Not while he's being used like a pawn. This isn't about being petty. It's about boundaries. About protecting our peace. About not rewarding betrayal with forgiveness on demand. Because forgiveness has to be earned. And right now, our father hasn't even started that journey.